Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. This is another paid request. This time for XSC. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, he wanted me to talk about a video that was on YouTube called Dr. David Wood's Argument. Now, to be honest, it's a 12-minute video, and I still don't understand what the guy was saying. But from what I understand, he's part of the Children of Light ministry, and he's talking about how I guess talk about how dumb naturalism and atheism is, but saying in a very wordy way. About how humans have the abilities to reason, cause and effect, mate or survive. False beliefs can be helpful. Why rely on a mutant ability? Your fake belief is to give you the confidence to meet someone. Why rely on mutant ability to view ultimate reality? Naturalism rules out knowledge and science. Well, I said he did a lot of talking, but he didn't really say anything, at least the way I took it. I'm sitting there going, okay, so he's talking about obviously the channel, Children Light of Ministry, very, very religious guy. Talking about how, people who believe in naturalism and who are atheists or something, you, by your logic, we were just made to mate or survive. But at the same time, you believe in science and other stuff and knowledge. And like I said, I couldn't follow his line of thinking. He was just trying to talk so fast, as if I talk so fast to say all these words, then you won't have any time to think about it. And it kind of just went in the circle. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? So I don't know how to review the video XSC because I didn't know what the hell he was saying. Something about how, because of the way his thought process, naturalism would rule out knowledge and science, and so pretty much saying you're the ones who are silly for thinking that, or you're the ones who are silly for not believing in God, or whatever the fuck he was saying. He says false beliefs to be helpful. I had a little thing about, what if you meet someone, but at the same time you don't know if they like you. So what if you make the guess that they do like you, or fake belief, and you go out and gets you confidence to meet someone? And I'm like, well, dude, there's also the other end where, yeah, you could create that false belief and meet someone, but maybe something will work out, or they could pepper spray you in the face and get a restraining order and say you did this, this, and this to me and lie about it, and then you up shit creek without a paddle. So congrats to your false belief getting you into deep shit. So there's also that as well. It is why, if naturalism, which is us coming from this mutation that went from animals and apes to us, why are we relying on that to view ultimate reality? Is like, well, because to be perfectly honest, there is only two things: survive or mate. But it's like, well, what about our chance of reasoning and helping people out and morality? If naturalism is just mate and survive, how that would argue with our ability wanting to help someone and help and believe in morals. I guess to kind of mince words and twist things to ability of, like I said, barely understood what the fuck the guy was saying. All I can say is this. I have no issues with people believing in any God they want. I want to believe. I absolutely do want to believe. I haven't seen anything yet to make me believe, but I want to believe. If a part of me is being honest, I do think that if we die, nothing happens. But that's a very scary thought for people. This is why people, understandably so, gets very violent. They get very angry. They get very upset. Because that would be the ultimate fear. That when you die, it's not close your eyes, because when you close your eyes, you're still thinking, imagining stuff. It's just the plug has been pulled out of the outlet, and the TV's gone off. It's not doing anything. It's not thinking anything. Just boom, done. That means you won't see your family members again, or you won't see your pets again, or you won't see anything else again. The total nothingness is an ultimate fear, and it's absolutely understandable. And I would ask Dr. David Wood then, which religion is, quote, the right one? That's what I would ask. Because every culture has a certain religion. Every culture has certain beliefs. There are different beliefs. Are the Egyptians right? Are Christians right? Are the people who believe in Buddhism right? Are the people who believe in this religion over here right? Which one's right? Which one's wrong? If they're wrong, how come they're wrong? How do you know they're wrong? Where's the proof of them being wrong and you right, or you being wrong and they're right? Where's the proof? Where's this and that? And that's what comes to the question of it. So that's what I would, whatever the hell you argue on naturalism, that'd be my argument. How do you know who's wrong and who's right? Are we going to have such an ego of ourselves, Dr. David Wood, that you say only you and your ministry is right? And any other culture, any other prospects, not just of current, but years and decades and centuries before, are all wrong? And we have the ego that we were the only ones that were in the right. We were the only ones that had the finger on the pulse. Is that really the benefit? Is that really the truth of the matter? Is that really what we're culminating in with that type of discussion? Or are we wanting to be right? Because number one, we want to be able, as I do, to see loved ones and family and pets and people and everything that passed by. You want to see them again. And you want to not have that fear. And you want to have the hope. Because what it comes down to is hope. Hoping. The hopium. Smoking the hopium. But what does someone say? You can hope in one hand, you can shit in the other, see what gets filled up first. It's one of those things where religion can be a very good thing because it teach people morals of right and wrong. At the end of the day, just to be a decent person, help your fellow person. Which to me, that's part of the survival thing. So that's why his whole reasoning to me is flawed. Survival is helping your fellow person. Because you do survive on your own, but together we survive as well. Which is true. Together, you can survive on your own, but we could survive better together if we work together. There are people working to give this place electricity. There are people who worked to be able for this place to have water to drink. People work together. Now I'm able to have water. People work together so I can have and still have electricity. People work together to create internet, and it might be slow and not the best internet, but you're able to see me right now because of that. People were able to work together to bring technology like this camera to talk with you. And this stuff helps with survival, whether physically, with water, or mentally. It's not just survival physically, it's survival of the mental order as well. The more complex we are in our brain, the more it takes to keep that computer working. Think of it like a video game system. You have a more simple video game system, like the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo. Fuck, I mean, it's been in a shed for 20 years. You pop it in, it still works. But then you'd have a brand new system, and after a year, you get the red ring of death, like the Xbox 360. It feels like the more complicated things get, the more things that could fall apart, the more things that could break, the more things that could go wrong. How it goes with the brain. Whether it be disease, whether it be schizophrenia, whether it be any other sort, depression. The more complex the computer is, the more things that could go wrong. So it's survival, not just physical, but mental. And working together can help with that. Whether in terms of fighting loneliness, whether in terms of fighting boredom, tedium, making you more alert, making you more in the moment, however you want to put it. So to me, that is in the survival quality. That is in the survival capacity. How do you work together? Being a decent person to be able to work together helps. So to me, that falls right back to the survival category, Mr. David Woods. And also, he like throughout, he almost wants to be like confrontational. Like in the beginnings, like, oh, we're at the Brooklyn Bridge, but what if it was for pigeons? And what if we were flying? And you dive in, and then at the end, I got a bridge to sell you. I'm like, yeah, well, I got a cross to sell you with a guy dead on it, hanging there, not going anywhere, with a very depressed look on his face. I think his name is Jesus. And not Zeus, father of Apollo. Shove a lightning bolt up your ass, Zeus. I mean, Jesus. So, I thought it was a very wonky argument where he's talking so fast and so frequent to not allow you to think and interpret, and just done such a rapid fire delivery to almost to the point you get exhausted hearing it, and you want to, brain almost want to submit, like, sure, okay, dude, yeah, what you're saying. I'm like, no, I don't know, I just don't really buy it. And here's the thing, I want to buy it. I do. But just I haven't seen anything to change my mind on it. Now maybe I'm saying this right now because recently a pet of mine passed away. With a beautiful cat that did not deserve it. But then there are pieces of trash of various sorts that are still out there. Maybe because, unlike the Bible, I haven't seen any burning bushes or the Red Seas going up and dividing, or any other crazy miracles in the past couple decades. Maybe because I'm cynical. The more I get older, the more cynical I get. But I'm not going to dismiss people who believe and I want to believe. I truly do want to believe. And if religion does get a lot of people into trouble as well. It can help people. Like I said before, give people hope. And that's a good thing. If it makes people happier and easier and and sleep better at night, then that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I'm not going to belittle people. But like everything else, it could be used as a weapon, like everything can be used as a weapon. Whether it be wars, whether it be hostility, whether it be intense arguments, if any doubt creeps into it. Because when you doubt religion, then you're doubting that person's hope of seeing their family, their friends, their pets, and stuff again. You're doubting, you're in conflict with their fear of the unknown and their fear of there's nothing after this. That's a very powerful feeling and gets very powerful reactions from people. Perfectly understandable. So as for Dr. David Wood, no, I ain't gonna. You know what? You're right. I'm not gonna buy the bridge, but I know the bridge is there because I see the fucking bridge there, and I know if I want to buy it, it's right there. I could see it. There's proof. I could go there today, tomorrow, next week. I haven't seen the other as of yet. There's been no proof of the other side as of yet. Hopes, dreams, yes. So yeah, you just sell the bridge, but at least the bridge is there to buy. Just like the cross is there to buy, to get money into the churches as well. Hey, that cross with that dead guy on it, which I always thought was like, would Jesus want to be remembered that way? Like, yeah, remember my dead body. I get why the resurrection and all that. I do get the idea. I do get that. It's not that I don't get it. It's just one of those things that when you think of it, it's like, that's still his dead, an image of his dead body. I wouldn't want an image of my dead body, what people remember me from. Remember me with, a bunch of thorns on my head and bleeding like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, XSC. So I didn't really understand Dr. David Wood's argument. The whole moral thing. I mean, that is survival. It's mental survival. I fight the idea. And fate being give you the confidence to meet someone. Doesn't that fall into the mate category? Says Dr. David Wood said, mate or survive. Like, one of the examples he gave is it gives you false confidence to meet someone. Like, isn't that part of the mate? Which some people would lie or cheat or steal, or more of a moral obligation. Again, either to survive or to mate. So, does that prove more of their side more than your side? But, I don't know. Anyway, I'm a simpleton. What can I say? We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.